was keys. Overseas, I be ODB. I'm the one that turned the arch to gold like Mickey D. Them thuns, they told me.
The first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. The Brooklyn Nets have a commanding 3-0 series lead. Is it time for their dreams to be realized? For their thirst to be quenched? Find out tonight as they do battle against the Celtics. Round 1 of the NBA playoffs continues.
It's Game 4 of this Eastern Conference quarterfinal series. Down 3-zip. It's a survival contest, no doubt. Will the series end here tonight? Thanks for tuning in to the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Russell is out there with Thomas. And it's Williams at the 3, the small forward. And for the Celtics, Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Brown in at the 3 slot. Taking a look at Boston. This series has gotten completely away from them now. Greg, they haven't played well. They look frustrated. They're all over the place.
They are, but they're also at home. And that's the one thing they can lean on to try and turn this thing around. I mean, it would be crazy to think that they could pull this off, but let's face it, Kev, they've got a long way to go.
Crazier things have happened.
Yeah, taking a scoring opportunity when it comes. The readiness of Cam Johnson, so good.
And so White will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. 6-point game. Outside Holiday. Six to shoot. Back to White. Wide open. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Claxton the pass to Williams. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Boston off to a slow start. They need to put the big loss on Tuesday in the back of their mind.
And guys, if you don't control second chance opportunities, you don't control your fate. That has to be their key takeaway from that one.
I think if you get out-rebounded by that wide a margin, it speaks to a lack of energy and effort, and that's problematic.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Out there on the floor for the Nets.
Substitution on the court.
The Celtics have gone 0-3 from the field to start the game. Tatum dishes to Brown. Back to Tatum. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Lets the 3 fly, and the Nets another 3.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
In transition, here come the Nets. Here's Wilson. And the Nets, another three.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Ball's knocked loose. Pass to Clowney. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Outside Tatum. Here's Porzingis. Poke loose. Here's Whitehead. Launches a three. And again, Brooklyn with the triple. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Nets.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Making a switch here. Horford's checked in. So for the Nets. Celtics trail by 21. Pass to White. Horford against Johnson. Horford kicks to Brown. To halt the run. Rebounded by the Nets. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Williams outside. And the Nets, another three.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Celtics making a switch here.
Substitutions for the Celtics. Luke Cornett, Sam Hauser, Peyton Pritchard.
.116 left to play in the first quarter. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Russell with the three. Hands it from downtown.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Here's Pritchard. He's guarded by Russell. No one near him. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
Williams from outside, and the Nets, another three.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Thomas against Brown. Pass to Horford. Trying to end the drought. It's hauled in by Claxton. And the Nets with possession here. Williams for 3. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
There's Russell with what a play. Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
Big time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Well, that's the perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no idea how much of an effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. Nets out in front, running away with it. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. We welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. And guys, the Nets enjoying a nice lead here.
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
And Boston has possession. Tatum and Horford man the post positions. And it's Pritchard in at the point guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Here's Watford. And the three ball is good. Watford's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Nets. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. To the paint. Here's Horford. Off with the layup. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
Luke Cornett, he's checked in for the Celtics. Here's Pritchard. Still scoreless. Now Tatum. Pass to Cornett. Shot clock at 5. Rebounded by the Nets.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Here's Melton. And the Nets, another 3.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Here's Pritchard. Tatum with a screen on Melton. Pritchard. The rebound by Watford. Brooklyn's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. There's Thomas with the 3. Drills it from outside. Thomas got 6 points.
Well, Cam Thomas is an enthusiastic three-point shooter. This guy will not hesitate.
Pritchard passes to Tatum. It's tipped and out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Some changes for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Sharp, and it's Russell in for Johnson. And the Nets with possession here. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. And he's good on the 3 ball. Melton's got his second basket.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Now here's Porzingis. Still yet to score. Here's Tatum and Thomas with the block. The Nets on offense. A nice run going 12 in a row. For the 3. And the Nets, another 3.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Tatum. Can't connect from short range.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
And stolen by Russell.
2 minutes remaining.
From deep, drills the three-pointer. Russell's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Arguably the most dangerous weapon in D'Angelo Russell's arsenal. This guy is a problem for the defense.
Holiday looking over the floor. Pass to Porzingis. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Watford. And the Nets, another 3.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
The Celtics have gone an abysmal 0 of 6 from the field since the second quarter began. Outside Tatum to the middle, looking to end the run. And it's Russell with the rebound. The Nets have gotten on a roll and just kept going here in the second quarter. 8 of 8. Wow. Bangs home the trifecta. Thomas got 12 points in the game.
And the three-pointers are starting to add up. That's his 3rd of the quarter, and it brings him to 4 on the game.
Outside Russell, right side Thomas. Lets it go from deep, and the Nets another 3.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Watford's gone 3 of 3 from the arc, 9 points on that long-range shot of his. Here's Pritchard, scoreless thus far. And it's Melton with the rebound. Brooklyn in control. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Cranes the three-pointer.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
To the inside, Tatum. The rebound by the Nets. It's Claxton high post. The 3 from Thomas buries the long-range jumper. Thomas got 12 now in this quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher. And coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Brooklyn ahead, opening up a huge gap. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot drums. They're picking up the shot. Cuba. One more time, a round of applause for our contestants.
Thanks for joining us for postseason basketball. Clearly, guys, the second half going to be a tough task for the Boston Celtics.
Poor communication right now. They've been out of sync offensively, and you can feel the frustration building.
Man, they've been taking some wacky shots out there. Looking like Ernie out there.
Hey, easy. I got a J. Looking at how the Celtics are doing in this series, they're watching this series slip through their fingers the first half, not the effort they were hoping for.
Oh, it's not looking great, but you can't give up. I mean, you never know.
Ball till you fall. If it's me, I'm not quitting. You got to carry me out, Kenny.
You better bring a forklift.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round one. We've seen Cam Thomas really having a great game.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
So Holiday will bring it up for the Boston Celtics, setting the 4 for the Nets. Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Cam Thomas is out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Williams at the 3. Now here's Johnson following the miss by Porzingis. And the Nets, another 3.
You know, he hasn't taken as many shots tonight, but they're still ahead. And that means his teammates are delivering.
Knocked loose, taken away by Williams. Beyond the arc. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
I think this is what we call, quote, running a team off the floor. They have been fantastic in transition.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. From deep, Thomas, and the Nets, another 3.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
And focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Now here's White. Nothing on the board. Shot clock at 6. And Thomas over to help. White finds Tatum. Boston needs to get off a shot. Williams with the block. Upside Thomas. Pass to Johnson. The kick out to Williams. From the arc. Good! Another from 3.
And he's letting it fly from long range to devastating effect.
And he's now tied the franchise record for triples in a playoff game. White goes in over Claxton. And it's White missing. And here are the Nets. A nice run going 12 in a row. Thomas outside. And the Nets, another 3.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Now here's Porzingis. And the rejection by Claxton. It's Thomas outside. Connects again from distance.
And talk about stepping up. He's having a playoff game these fans won't ever forget.
That last 3 means he's got the most threes in a single playoff game in franchise history.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
A 3 ball. There he goes again. That's his 9th straight basket. He's a perfect 9 for 9.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Now here's Brown. He has yet to score. And it's Russell with the rebound.
Boy, they can't cut into this lead with him going stone cold and only so much time to turn it around.
Wasted no time on that one.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost
Jump ball.
Russell against Holiday. The 3 from Thomas, and again for 3.
The threes coming fast and furious. He is scorching the Nets.
Now GA tied for the 3rd most three-point field goals in single-game playoff history.
And 10 triples equals Dame Lillard's buzzer-beating performance in 2019 when he waved bye-bye to the Thunder.
Shots good by Williams.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Tatum draws the double. Thomas against White. To stop the drought. Brooklyn with the rebound. 30 seconds left here in the third quarter. Russell feeling it out a bit. And the Nets, another 3.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Tatum's shot is off.
Just can't find a shot. It's no wonder they're losing. I mean, he's been completely scoreless all night.
Russell from long range. And the Nets, another three.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Cam Thomas getting it done for the Brooklyn Nets. He had some kind of quarter from long range, winds up with 15 points from beyond the arc. We come back right after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And we're with you again as our round one coverage continues. Tatum in the front court alongside Horford. And it's Pritchard in at the point guard. That's the Boston Five.
Always a bonus when points come from unlikely sources. And you can see this guy's been working on that shot.
Here's Pritchard. He's guarded by Melton. Pritchard passes to Cornette. Just 5 to shoot. Inside and out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
Brooklyn ball.
And Brooklyn has possession. Johnson kicks to Melton. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Here's Pritchard. He's guarded by Melton. Down low. Tatum's shot is off. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Watford, that's good.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Pritchard passes to Tatum. To the paint, and they get it. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And this is postseason play at its finest, refusing to give up shots here in the playoffs.
Drew Holiday is checked in for Al Horford. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Clock at 2. And here's Tatum for 3. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Johnson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Pritchard. Almost, but it rolls out. Brooklyn's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Short. That's good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Tries the spin move. Pritchard passes to Tatum. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
No clue where that pass is going. That is a brutal turnover.
Kristaps Porzingis, Jaylen Brown, Derek White.
For Boston, they've gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Brown outside. Pass to Holiday. Clock at 6. Celtics passing it around. Porzingis can't hit. Brooklyn's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Wilson. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
Johnson with it, picked up by Brown. Here's Watford. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
And guys, just really impressed. They made big plays when it counted, and that's why it's going to be on to the next round for Brooklyn.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight at sea.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And tonight's win really a reflection of how dominant they have been all series long. The 4-game sweep.
Yeah, I don't think they expected to pull off such a decisive win, but they had the momentum all series long. Time now, they get to move on.
Watford with it. Pass to Sharp. Shoots the 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Brooklyn.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers.
And the Nets with possession here. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Here's Melton. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Outside, White. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Porzingis against Sharp. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's White missing. Johnson outside. Puts up a 3. Basket good.
Just a humongous fourth quarter for him, especially from long range. Just in a groove now, and that tray has been deadly.
And they're going to move on to the conference semifinal. What a performance through the entire first round. Breaks sweeping in 4 games.
And they really had a tremendous series. Watching how well these guys played as a unit has got to be scary for their round 2 matchup.
And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. And now our player of the game, Cam Thomas.